ESG is, it stands for Environmental, Social and Governance, and it's a critical part of the investment advice that we give our clients. We look at these factors in a way to enhance or consider the investment return for our clients. Current practice in DC, well, there's some movement that's been happening. We've worked ourselves with HSBC to create a fund that is DC friendly. We're seeing a lot more schemes looking at implementing ESG through their default investment strategy and how that might affect their members over the long term. So there's a lot happening within DC, but what we're willing and wanting to see more of is product innovation, and we hope to have that maybe later this year. Best practice within DC should look like ESG and the factors being incorporated within the default. Trustees and governance committees need to have a think about what they want to do around ESG, their principles of it, and then look to implement that through their investment strategy. And they can work with their fund managers or advisors around how best to implement it. But we're definitely seeing a shift from self-select funds into default funds and default investment strategies, which is the way DC will be evolving over the forthcoming years. What's stopping best practice? I think there's been nervousness about what ESG actually can mean for some schemes, to have particular investment principles set out clearly, to potentially having confusing ESG with ethical can cause barriers. But a lot of that has progressed, particularly around the DWP consultation and the new regulations coming out. We know that schemes are taking and thinking about this in a lot more detail in order to push best practice forward. So whilst there are barriers at the moment and there are issues of what people are discussing, we can see that changing over the next year or so.